commercial I'm about to describe was shown in one of my marketing classes last semester. The love and acceptance painted in the video resonated with me ever since, and the bravery from the brand is overwhelming. I hope you find this case study to be as powerful, heroic, and as remarkable as I did. In 2014, Maid launched an influential commercial involving blended families, same-sex couples, single parents, and interracial families enjoying the brand's nostalgic, well-known product, graham crackers. The video features gay and lesbian parents feeding their children this all-American, wholesome snack. The company knew the commercial contained an extremely controversial message: the glorification of homosexual families. They moved forward in releasing the video without hesitation. Maid is described as a traditional American company, but the brand did not even test the idea before it was launched. The Chief Marketing Officer, Gary Ossifichin, claims Maid has a history of celebrating all families and the wholesome moments that make them who they are. The brand leader further discloses the objective of the campaign was to show America who they are and the realities of the changing family dynamics. Non-traditional family structures are growing in the United States, but in my experience, they are rarely addressed or the topic of conversation. Maid made it their goal to build conversations around love and shifting family structure. In my opinion, it was a tremendously bold and risky move for Maid. To not test this advertisement before launching it could have led to the ending of Maid as a corporation. Maid was boycotted, called sinful, horrible, disgusting, and ugly. The corporation received a great amount of backlash from the commercial. I think even if the company would have tested their audience and received negative reactions, Maid would have still moved forward with the original campaign. In order to make such a powerful statement, companies must be willing to lose customers for what they stand for. The company stood by their message as they responded to the hatefulness. I believe Maid answered in the most graceful and uplifting way possible. They were the first company to unquestionably stand up for all families. They were not passive about the controversy they had created. They didn't respond with hate. They faced the issue head on. The corporation made quick, intelligent moves. Maid shaped a movement with the hashtag #ThisIsWholesome. Immediately, Twitter feeds were filled with positive feedback in response to the second commercial. In the response video, a gay father is quoted to have a dream for his son to grow up to be a good human and a good parent. This second video illustrates how families play and play together. It shows an undeniable love these families have for one another. Maid's application of the word wholesome denied the word's traditional context. Wholesome is typically used in an evangelical vocabulary. Prejudices suggest that changes occurring in the American families are unwholesome, and that interracial or homosexual relationships are unnatural. Maid takes this notion and flips it on its head, suggesting that all loving families are wholesome no matter what their family structure. Also shown in the video, Maid asked two artists to take all of the negative social media and construct something that symbolizes an acceptance for all families. The pair created an aesthetically pleasing love sculpture. All of the negative comments, posts, and tweets were printed on recycled paper, rolled up, and crafted together to literally transform hate into love. In my opinion, this is one of the most incredible, inclusive, and effective campaigns ever produced. My opinion is widely supported. The company scanned the frequency of negative words such as evil, hate, and wrong against the number of positive words like love, beautiful, and heartwarming. the company swiftly discovered the love sculpture had received 10 times as many positive reactions as it did negative. The love sculpture was displayed in a free exhibit in an art studio called Lacuna Artists Loft Studio in Chicago. The idea was to raise money for a nonprofit group committed to equality for all. A few improvements Honey Maid could have implemented to this segment of the campaign would have been to disclose how much of the money is going towards the nonprofit group and release the name of the nonprofit being supported. Consumers are typically more willing to donate if they know the organization they are supporting. It also appears this was a one-time event that only lasted 2 hours. The campaign could have generated more viewers had the showcase been open a weekend or even 7 days. Additionally, donations may have increased if Honey Maid had charged a small entrance fee when visitors arrived. Despite the improvements Honey Maid could have implemented, I believe this campaign was a huge success. What made this campaign so effective is the way the brand wholeheartedly conquered the negative press and stood their ground. The response video received more than 270,000 shares on various social media channels and had approximately 3.5 million views within the first 4 days of publicity. It was one of the most shared articles in the history of The New Yorker. The original commercial now has over 8 million views, and it was one of the most shared commercials for the week it launched. Here are a few examples of positive reactions to Honey Maid's response. Time magazine believed it to be a new, powerful message about the power of love and family. The New Yorker reflected on the video as the most radical and moving of any national campaign so far. And Inc. believes Honey Maid won the internet with this one-of-a-kind viral video. Within a few 3-minute commercials, Honey Maid generated a massive amount of support and awareness for homosexual, interracial, single parents, and blended families. Honey Maid is now not only a cracker people love, but a brand people love. Thank you.